Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I said that I would be talking about this on my Ori and the Blind Forest video when I was finished with the game. So, well, here I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Oh, potential spoilers warning, by the way. I will be covering a couple stuff in the beginning. So, the story and how it really connects to the last game. Ori and the Blind Forest, well, from the last time we saw our friends slash family, Ori gets called by Grimo, the spider-like guy, to go back to Neru's cave. When she gets there, the egg from the last game hatched, and they decide to adopt the owl into their family, and they named her Ku. Now, as Ku grows older, she wants to know how to fly. You know, what all birds want to do. Well, except these birds. So, Ku wants to fly, right? Just a little practice and you'll be up in no time. Sadly, my friends, this is where Ku cannot succeed. It turns out that when Ku was inside that egg of hers in the last game, the fire probably caused her primary feathers, which is technically what you need to fly in the first place, not to grow. And for a bird, that means no longer flying again. So, Ku is pretty sad, and Ori tries to comfort them, and stays by their side, until Ori had an idea. She grabbed Ku's mother's feather, Kuro, from the last game, and well, it fits her whole wing perfectly. So they tie it on and go for a fly, and fly all around everywhere. But they get a little too far. They get sucked in by a storm, and crash land across the water from their home. And losing the feather in the process and losing sight of each other, being separated by the storm.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?
So, the beginning of the story is really good. Some people personally say that it is an okay one, but for me personally, I'm happy to get an Ori game, even if they made a whole new land. So, gameplay, how is it? After getting lost in the storm, this is where the gameplay starts. The first part got me hard. The emotion of this part of the game is incredible. The connection between the sounds, music, and graphics all together create this phenomenal scene. And that clarinet solo. The music explains everything. Ori lost in the storm, not knowing where Ku is, and an unknown land. Lost. I mean, they had to connect every single thing together, like, dang bro. Okay, let's get back on the gameplay track. So, gameplay. It actually runs almost like the other game. Well, platform-wise. But for attacks, well, get a load of this. Apparently, I wasn't on my own thinking that Sen was battling and not Ori herself, and that was a little dumb. I mean, letting not the main protagonist not fight, like, what the heck? So, I wasn't alone in this. I mean, it's called Ori, right? So why isn't she attacking? But get this. Look, all these attacks. This is all of them. Normal attacks, heavy attacks, long-range attacks, even attacks that let Ori be a freaking ninja and throw ninja stars. Keep in mind, this is attacks and not abilities. There's so much abilities. They even fixed the save state in the last game, so it doesn't use any more spirit orbs, and those spirit orbs can be used for attacks, and the game saves automatically. Sorry, kind of got a little out of hand. So, they fixed two issues that I said in my last video. And combining what I said in my last video, Ori is like Mario, hopping around, even at the point where you need to be in the air for 4 straight hours for casual gameplay. The game has places where you can go to. Like in the last game, all except that you're not limited to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 places, then to the final place. You can go in any order you like. So, you have these abilities, and you have these weapons. but they don't go to waste. Oh no, my friend. See, now, what this game does is there is bosses. And I'm not talking about from the last game of how the last game handled that. But, oh my gosh, some of these bosses are fantastic to beat. Like, trial and error, man. I remember one time with one of these bosses, you just get dropped in. You have no idea how to defeat it. It's like, what? What do I do? And so you do die, but it's trial and error the way how you get that. And the second thing that I love about these bosses is it feels like the boss is much more stronger than you, and you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with avoiding its own attacks. It even has like its own chase sequences sometimes. It is insane what bosses are. So, bosses are crazy cool. Gameplay is so solid. Story very solid. But we still need to talk about graphics and music. Well, let's put graphics and music together because, oh my gosh, they go together like bread and butter. So, every single place has its own section. You got the cave, the water, the green, the snow, and desert. Every part has its own music theme, and it fits with the graphics so well. Listen to the desert theme. Yep, that's a desert right there. Now, probably my favorite places to visit is Luma Pools. No, not Llama. Luma. Luma Pools has to be one of my favorite music in the game. And also the graphics. This place is covered in color, mainly blue and pink. And there's a legit reason why. This is a water place, meaning that a lot of stuff grows here. I find this place absolutely beautiful, and while the music is not gonna compare to some tracks in the game, I like it. And oh my gosh, man, it's good. Well, I've said that to everything in this video, but I'm just showing parts that I like best. Now, the ending. Don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you. In fact, I want you to play the game yourself. Yes, I spoiled a lot on the beginning, and as well probably in the middle. But I want you to experience the ending yourself. But let me just say, if I wasn't streaming when I hit the end of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I legit would have cried a lot more than what I did on stream. And at that, the Ori series comes to a close, which I have to say I'm pretty sad about. I mean, I love the franchise, but knowing that they probably closed the book on it, it's just, you know that feeling. It's just like, you're happy that you played it, but you're sad that that you can't replay and have the same memories. You'll still have the memories, it's a really dang good game, and like, you know, that feeling is like you've played the story mode of a game and you're never going to find another one like it as much as what you just played. This game will always hold a place in my heart, and with that, all we can do is speculate and see what Moon Studios does for the next game or franchise. And let's just say I am very excited about it.